Okay, geometry students, we are going to be talking about the milestone review, and this is going to be video one of several. And just to kind of keep time in check as I'm making these videos, I'm gonna not I'm not going to go too in depth with some of these questions. So a lot of it I'm just going to be giving hints. So hopefully that my hints will be able to help you through it. And if you still have questions, obviously come see me when you're in class. All right, question number one. It says triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Well, they're both congruent. Well, the first question you might be saying is um, where are the triangles? Well, you got to draw them. So here we are. We're going to draw them here. I'm going to start with my lower left hand, A, B, C, lower left hand part of the triangle, and then drawing clockwise. That is, and so this D, E, F. All right, so let's talk about what's going on. And that is EF, which is right here, is congruent to BC. So EF, which is x squared minus 7, BC, which is 4x minus 2. These are congruent, which means I'm setting them equal to each other. So x squared minus 7 is equal to 4x minus 2. This is going to be a quadratic equation setup. So I'm going to bring the 4x over here, negative 2 over here. I get x squared minus 4x minus 5 is equal to 0. I got to break that up, which means I got to factor it. What multiplies to get to negative 5, it then adds to get to negative 4. That's my combination. I'm not done. I take each of these and set them equal to 0. So I'm going to have to write down here, but it's all right, I'll erase. X minus 5 is equal to 0, and then x plus 1 is equal to 0. My answer is going to be positive 5, negative 1. There you go for A. Feel free to pause the video as I'm going through this. All right, for two lines and a transversal. So once again, we're going to draw. So two lines, here's my two lines. Here's my transversal and parallel lines. It says that 1 and 2 are same side interiors. So it's not really giving us a preference. So 1 and 2 will be right there. 2 and 3 are vertical. There's my vertical angle. And then it says 3 and 4 alternate exterior angles. Well, if that's 3, 4 will be right there. And so this is actually a very bad drawing. I need to do a better job. Should have made. Let me try this again. Space it out a little more. 1. I think I put 1 down here. 1, 2. That's 3. That's 4. So we're looking for what is the relationship between angle 2 and angle 4. They are not adjacent angles. They are not alternate interior because 4 is on the outside. They're not even vertical corresponding. All right, let's keep going. If ABC is congruent to PRQ. So now I'm doing a lot of these questions. I haven't even seen them yet. So there might be a time where there might be some dead space. I'll try to pause the video as I'm working through it. And I have been told there has been a couple of typos on this as well, but I was also told that they were worked out. So, but basically what I'm doing, I'm just creating all of my triangles here. All right, so here are my triangles. So X, Y. So I'm assuming that all these triangles are congruent to each other. So it says that which is the following angles congruent to CAB. Well, CAB is right here. This is the angle. So I'm assuming that what we're looking for is the setup where we have a corresponding angle. So that means this could be a corresponding angle, that could be a corresponding angle, that can be a corresponding angle. The question is which one are they? And so let's see. Let's go through it. QRP, QRP, that's that angle, so we know that A is not going to be it. XZY, it's that angle there. That's not going to be it because I'm looking for something that's corresponding with A. YXZ, that looks like that could possibly be it. And then we have ZY. Oh, no, that's not going to work. So my answer is going to be C because they're corresponding. All right, for another triangle, as you can tell, you are going to be doing a lot of drawing here. Remember, draw a triangle, label it lower left-hand side, and swing it around to clockwise. All right, it says AC, which is right here, is congruent to EF, which is right here. It says angle A, skip that. Angle A is congruent to angle F. All right, which of the following will you conclude that these triangles are congruent to angle, angle, side. Remember angle, angle, side. This congruent side is not in between the two angles. So looking at our triangle ABC, C, if I did C, that would be in between. That would be side angle, or I'm sorry, angle, side, angle. That's a no-no. We don't do that. So it's going to have to be angle B, and here it'd be angle D. So angle B looks like it'd be ABC and then ED. The answer is A. All right, moving on. The measure of 1 is 4 times the measure of its supplement. Supplement means they both equal 180 degrees. All right, so if angle 1 is 4 times the measure of its supplement, I don't know what the supplement is, so I'm just going to say it's going to be angle 2. So angle 1 plus angle 2 is 180 degrees. Well, if angle 2 is x, 4 times that would be 4x. So the way I'd set it up is 4x plus x is equal to 180. All right, we're looking for the measure of angle 1, so once you solve for x, plug it into 4x and solve. R has the coordinates of -4, 9. S has coordinates of this. What is RS? You're going to have to use your distance formula. So the distance formula is x2 minus x1, close it up, square it, plus y2 minus y1, close it up and square it. All right, let's keep going. Question number 7. If JK and ML is additional information, what do you need that this quadrilateral is a parallelogram? So JK, which is right here, that is parallel to M. There we are. What else do we need to know? Well, there are several things that tell us what a parallelogram is. And opposite opposite sides are parallel is pretty much the easiest one. So we know that JM, which is right here, that would be parallel to KL. Opposite angles are parallel. Boom, A is your answer. Moving on. Given that, I think this is a typo here. And so I think this is a typo. So let me draw my parallelogram. So J, K, L, M. So if it says if J, M, N, see it doesn't even have M, N. Oh, actually, I think I just figured it out. It's right here. Used for question 7-8. Let that be a lesson to use your directions. So JMN, this right here is 65 degrees. JML is 130. All right, so this whole thing is 130 degrees. Basically, that's 65. This will also be 65 degrees. And so through that information, I know that my angle is being bisected. And the only thing that deals with a bisected angle is a rhombus. Now, you could say, well, the rectangle bisects it as well. That's true, but it would be a 90-degree angle. All right, let's keep going. The vertices of the parallelogram is A, 1, 4, B. All right, so what you're going to have to do is graph. You're going to be given graph paper on the Milestone, so let's make sure we use it. All right, 1, 4, let's just guesstimate, say it's right there. We don't know what B is. We know it's 4 something, so it would be somewhere on this line here. 3, -2, let's just guesstimate and say it's right here, and then 0, -3, which would be somewhere right there. All right, let's keep drawing. So basically it's a parallelogram. So let's see if I'm drawing, and that's going to be a horrible draw. Let me see if I can do my straight line tool here. So I'm drawing, and of course remember I'm guesstimating this draw here. So notice I'm kind of going up a little bit. So that means I'll go up a little bit right here and then drop down like so. So I would, let's see, if I from here to there, I went up, I think 1, so that means from here to here. I think the answer is 5. I might have to use graph paper to help you out with that one. All right, question number 10, this is probably our last question. A kite where the two diagonals come together, it is a 90-degree angle, so that means Pythagorean theorem is going to be what we need. Whatever VT is, that's what that's going to be. All right, so use Pythagorean theorem. So x squared plus 8 squared is equal to 10 squared. and then solve for x. That's your answer. All right, so that's the end of video 1. Hopefully you learned something. Please let me know if you still have questions. Thank you.